Num 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 num. Okay, that wasn't actually going to be my intro, but you know what? It'll do. Hi guys. Hey chubbies. What's been happening? Welcome to my computer and the back of my fucking hairy head. It actually looks a lot more auburn than I remember. I blame the sunlight. Yeah. I try not to speak too much in the background. You might find that I mutter a few things, but hey, you guess what? You've been listening to me mutter for a while now, so ignore it as best you can, or if it's anything vital, I'll try and fill you in. But as promised, here is my computer upgradage. Oh, right then. I don't know. Hard drives. Yeah, let's try and talk about this in a sensible way. The gap in the front. I've taken out the hard drives first. I got to the point where I was ready to start adding in the new shit. And that's when I started recording. So, the hard drive's already been taken out. I've unplugged a couple of the power leads, I think. And I'm just going through the bits and bobs that I acquired. That hub is pretty useless. Windows 10 doesn't recognize each individual gadget or digital extension. So it's pretty damn useless. These are Danny's the ropeless fucking, what do you call them? Skipping rope? I don't understand that at all. What's next, MB? What's next? Give me some stuff. That's it. The SNES controller. I wanted one that looked like a SNES controller. There was a USB one that was the wrong colours. I'm a traditionalist. It was slightly cheaper and I spent fucking less money on an inferior, incorrect product. So that's just it. Anybody with a SNES, if you want a controller, it's yours. Alright? I don't even want money for it. It's yours. Next up, the joystick. Oh, the joystick. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist this. It was 30 quid, and for what it is, it's awesome. So, highly recommend it. Here's the power supply. Heavy as fuck, mind. You'd be surprised how heavy this thing was. I'm gonna try and stop swearing in my videos. At least in the ones that I speak solo. If I'm with my friends, then I can't help it. But I'm gonna try and clean up the language. Anyway, Samsung 1 terabyte solid state hard drive. Oh, it's so nice. It's all of this stuff now is in. So this and the previous Worms videos, they were edited or rendered using using the new parts or play the graphics card. Yeah, Squeezy Burger. That's to help out. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for this one. Is it wrong that I entertain myself? Probably. Right, that lead at the top there, that power lead, I knew that was going to be a bit of a ball ache. That's why I'm fingering it. Pointing at it. Dear me. Sorry, I just had to take a break then for composure's sake. I was losing my game face. Don't know why I found that amusing, but whatevs. Right then, okay, so, oh god, that's grubby under there. If you smoke around your computer at all, or if you live in a house with people that smoke, you're guaranteed if it's in a room where there is smoking involved, what you're going to find is your fans and your dust guards, everything just get covered in shit. So, it is a good idea to keep a clean system, clean airflow. Not going to edit that bollocks. You can enjoy that little fuck up, mishap. Oh god, no, I've lost it. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Work has been an absolute nutter shitstorm these last few weeks. I won't bore you with the details, but my god, it's just good to be home. Ah, right, onwards, on we go. So, like I was saying with the airflow, it's a good idea to keep your computer clean, to keep things cool. God, can we just leave that topic? Right, moving on. Swiftly. Power leads. Still freeing up reams and reams of damn dear power leads. There was power everywhere. So, one thing to note, if you are going to build one yourself, I mean, it doesn't really take too long, I guess. But to make it look tidy, to make it look neat, you know, you've got to spend a little bit of time doing this. I mean, honestly, I spent roughly, well, the best part of the day doing this shit. But I like to take my time, and I like to get things right. And everything worked, so happy days. Well, okay, it needed a little bit of tinkering. Maybe I should talk about that now. I'm kind of skipping ahead. But with the hard drive, I didn't really want to use Samsung's CD or any of their install stuff. In fact, I didn't even want it to be a master drive. I wanted it to be my second for data storage and applications and stuff. So, basically, I didn't read I did read the instructions. I just chose not to listen to them. It took me a bit of fiddling, but all I needed to do actually was just format the drive and Windows. I mean, the computer recognized it, the BIOS recognized it. It just couldn't be used for data storage. But yeah, if you do buy a Samsung drive and you don't want to use this stuff, you don't have to. Just saying. Okay, so yeah, power supply is now out. That made me happy. Look how grimy that thing is. That is disgusting to watch. I am such a disgusting person. But you know what? I was going to say I don't care. But I do care. And that's why, you know, I'm giving everything a little wipe. God, jeez, how much of this? God, bloody hell. Guys, we've still got another 10 minutes to go. I don't really know. Well, I suppose, yeah, things do change up a little bit. If you haven't seen the butterfly video, maybe you should check out the butterfly video. You might like that. I edited down a lot of scratching. There was loads of scratching. But look how nice it is. And I have a habit, or just at least these last couple of bits, watching me do it over again, even remembering doing it. I have a habit of putting things upside down. This being very minor. You'll see in just a moment. Oh, you'll note the graphics card was on a bit of a squiff angle there, just because I had to lift it slightly. I mean, just a disclaimer, probably should put this at the beginning, but I recommend you do not do a computer upgrade this way. I only did it this way just to make it easier for you guys to see. My only regret, if you will, is that I didn't show you the back as I was doing it. But I mean, it's mainly just cable tied wires, so you're not really missing out on much. Also, another disclaimer for any kiddies that may end up watching this video. I severely doubt it, because I mean, there's probably only maybe 3 people in the world that are going to watch it, and presumably they're going to be people that I know. But don't use scissors in this way. Use the appropriate tool. You'll also see me open the hard drive box a little bit later with a screwdriver. Again, don't use a screwdriver to open things. Use the appropriate tool. And I wouldn't even say use a knife. Go and find some responsible adult that's better than me at doing adult type things. Or just be real careful and just use it anyway. But I never told you that. Officially, it's the disclaimer version. Right then, exciting stuff for people that like to unbox things. I thought I'd leave it in. Because, you know, it's a bit exciting. See, look. Seal hasn't been tampered with. Thumbs up. You're going to see a lot of my feet and legs and ankles. I hope you like that. You like them. Again, don't use scissors to open boxes like that. It's just silly. There's every chance you'll cut your fingers off or die. Here we go with the power supply. Lead. Generic. Don't need that. I was just thinking, fuck, I mean, I love some cable ties. That's why they get the waggle. They're happy. I'm happy, rather. Destructions. Who needs them? What else we got? Foamy thing. I can go with the other junk. Oh, Ben, if you are watching these, thanks so much for letting me borrow those hard drives or use them. They kind of all... I'm suggesting that I want to eat the silica gel there. Yeah, the hard drives, they saw me well. Oh my god, I don't expect you'll watch it. Or if anybody's even going to watch it this far. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. That would be stupid. Loads and loads of leads. I didn't realise it was modular. You might hear me mutter that in the background. The last time I had a modular power supply, it was maybe about 10 years ago. I stayed the hell away from them. Didn't realise that it was modular, but this is a lot better than the one I remember, so hell, I'm happy. And it's really quiet as well, so yeah. I'm thinking the next build I'm going to go water cooling, and I know Chris, one of the other guys that does his computers, I believe he's got this in his rig. So
Wow. It's a beast.
if that's the one with water cooling, I know at least I'll be able to water cool the CPU, because I'm going to restart, new case, new everything. So that'll be the next one. Is the Mog. I left the room. As soon as I leave the room, he comes padding in, and I was interested to see just what he did. Nothing much, in fact. But why not? You get to see the cat. Deal with it. Right. I've edited this one down quite a lot. Just move the mic closer to my face. Yeah. Guess what I did. Have a guess what I did wrong. You probably... put the screws in and everything, chubbies. I put the screws in and everything. And I was looking at it thinking something is not right here. There's a little cheeky side-by-side comparison. And then on we go with plugging in the leads again. I edited a lot of this down too. There's a lot of me just thumbing about with leads. I'd actually done the sensible thing this time and removed the graphics card. Now, I took a while looking at this little bit before the thing that made me lose my game face. Basically, there's a lot of fans. I've installed a lot of fans. You can probably see the CPU is non-stock. Again, as you can probably see, and you can do a good job, or you can be lazy like me, and you can try and just sort of fiddle it through. And I just kind of fiddled it through, so don't be lazy as well. Unscrew all the fans, do it properly. Don't be like me. Ever. And here's the hard drive in all its glory. Plugging one of these bad boys in is fairly straightforward. It might be slightly different for your case, but you saw the little holder that I had earlier. Well, it's as easy as screwing it to that, slotting it into the base of the computer. Plug in the power leads around the back, as well as the SATA leads, or serial ATA, whatever you wish to call them. One thing to note is my DVD drive. Oh, and that was Danny coming in the room. Right then, my DVD drive is not plugged in, not powered, nothing. Just there it is. I don't use them. I don't know why anybody really would. With USB drives, you can use your phone, and pretty much everything else is digital media these days. You download every game. I don't understand. Don't understand. Music, no, don't need them. Don't need them. Don't need them. Right then, in we go with the solid state. The Samsung. Just plugging up the power leads and then the SATA leads to both hard drives. You notice that the graphics card has been put back in. I don't know how long that's been in there, probably ages. I've only just noticed. That's the SATA lead poking out there. It was used for the DVD drive. That's why I unplugged it. Because like I said, what's the point? Okay, just a final few little wiggles, just to make sure everything's okay. If you see down the bottom right, just next to the corner of my computer, there's two strips and power leads and whatnot. If you saw those earlier, those are green LED strips. Those are when you see me go for those, then basically that's it. And you know what? We're actually coming to the end of the video. If you're still with me, well, we're almost at the end of the video. Don't get too excited just yet. Just bear with me a little bit longer. There you go. Right, so that. But yeah, what I was going to say. If you're still with me, Yay! I'm gonna come and high five you, or put my finger in your bum, whichever one comes sooner. Yeah, this is where I got invaded by both animals. It happens a lot. It's like, hey, he's doing something, and I'm not involved. Why am I not involved? Let's change that.
Squidgy, don't be a bad end now.
Squidgy's the cat. He's always a bad end, he can't help it. Sometimes he's good. Cheeky fade to black. That's it. Yeah! I didn't want you to see the state that was my room, so I had to
It's
dip
so
down
much
loads.
quicker than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Not going to bother with the install for this, but
Nope.
you'll know when it's in there. Nom, 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 even the box is shiny.
I need to try Arc. There it is. Job done. Kinda. Oh, these last bits are pretty shoddy. Do you know what? Might add in some more. I will do, and I have done, and it's on the end of this video right now, so enjoy, and I'll see you another time.